welcome back to my channel. My name is Dina. If you are new to my channel, this is my pregnancy vlog. Today's video is about my Apple Watch and the apps that I love on my Apple Watch. Now this video was a request from somebody who left a comment on one of my previous videos from last week, and they asked me about the apps that I love on my Apple Watch and the things that I do with the watch and why I wear it and all that stuff. Now I'm talking a little low right now because Nico is laying down under his play tent right here. Hi. And he's a sleepyhead right now. So I am just talking a little low. He's gonna wake up soon because he's due for his feeding. So as soon as this video is over with, I'm gonna wake him up, give him a bottle, change his diaper, and then edit this and upload it. But I figured I would make a quick video on the apps that I use on my Apple Watch. Now I've gone back and forth between Fitbit and Apple Watch, and I use them mostly for fitness and keeping track of things. So mostly keeping track of like workouts and how many steps I do and heart rate. That's mainly what I use the Apple Watch or the Fitbit for. Sometimes I kind of go back and forth. The Fitbit's great because you have challenges, so you can do challenges with people, but sometimes I just don't want to do a challenge with people. I just kind of want to have something on my wrist, quick reference. I don't know, I lean more towards the Apple Watch than I do towards the Fitbit. So I wrote down in my notes, I wrote down 6 apps on my Apple Watch that I absolutely love, that I use a lot. Aside from the apps that I use, I like the social media notifications on the Apple Watch. So if I get a text message, it comes up right on my watch. And it's easy where I could just like flick it really quick and either hit dismiss or hit reply, and I can do something quick and reply really quick. I like it because I can use Google Maps. I like it because I can keep track of my heart rate. I'm gonna take it off and show you the face. So right now it is the 3rd of August and it's 2:43. So this is what the Apple Watch face looks like. Ooh, let me unlock. So that's kind of what I'm looking at currently. So the first app that I use a lot on this watch is the workout app. I like that I can choose whatever activity I'm working on. Since I am currently 3 weeks postpartum, I really am not doing a lot of workouts, but I'm doing a lot of walking. So I like to record when I start walking, my heart rate while I'm walking, how long I walk, and how far I walk. So I aim to do 30-minute walks 4 to 5 times a week. We did a walk earlier today. We went to a park, and I was able to record my activity level, which is great. So that I really like. So the workout app, I would say, is one of the first apps that I would say it's one of the apps that I use quite frequently. Dark Sky is the next app. I love Dark Sky. I found this app randomly on a website. I forget which website it was, but it was a website that listed all the most like top 10 most useful apps for the iPhone and for the Apple Watch of whatever year it was. It might have been 2015, might have been 2016, but Dark Sky will notify me to my watch, and it'll let me know that rain is coming up in the next 10 minutes of my location, wherever I'm located. So if I'm at work, it'll let me know it's about to rain or thunder or snow or whatnot. It lets me know, and then it also lets me know, you know, rain stopping in 10 minutes. So it lets me know when rain is starting and when the rain is stopping. So Dark Sky is a great app for weather. I don't even look at the weather app. I reference Dark Sky and what it says. You can also set up Dark Sky so that it sends you a notification to your phone at whatever time you want. So I have it set up to send me a notification every morning at 7 a.m. and it lets me know the day's weather report and what the forecast is gonna look like. So I love Dark Sky. I love that weather app. My next app is the Activities app. So it's an Apple Watch app, I like it because it gives me, it lets me know how much I'm moving, how much I'm not moving. It just lets me know my activities during the day, and it reminds me, it's kind of like a reminder, like you see the colored bars that go around in the circle. If they don't complete the circle, then I haven't done enough activity for the day. So the activities app, I really, really like. The heart rate app. So as a fitness person and as somebody who's very much into physical fitness, the heart rate app is great because I know what my heart rate should be. I know what my resting heart rate should be. I know what my active heart rate should be. I know what my heart rate should be if I'm just walking around the apartment. So my heart rate when I was pregnant and carrying Nico in my body, my heart rate was elevated. So I knew I was pregnant just simply by looking at my daily heart rate. So I like the heart rate app. It's just very useful, and it really kind of lets you know your overall health. So if you're curious about your heart rate, you take your age. So I'm 40 years old. You take your age, you take the number 220 minus your age. So 220 minus 40 is 180. So I know that 180 is my maximum heart rate. Like I'm about to have a heart attack if my heart rate goes up to 180. But then you take 180 and you take the percentage. Are you working out at 55%? So take 180 times 55%, whatever that is, times 65%, whatever that number is. So I know that prior to pregnancy, my resting heart rate when I woke up in the morning was upper 50s to lower 60s. So maybe 57 to 62 somewhere. So when I was pregnant, I'd wake up in the morning, my heart rate was more like 69, 71. You know, you're pregnant, your heart works a little harder, so that happens. When I am walking around, my heart rate is in the 80s or in the 90s. When I'm doing a light jog, my heart rate is at 110. When I am in a spin class or when I am doing a weightlifting routine, my heart rate's in the 120s to the 130s, maybe 140s. And I know that just by watching my heart rate, how hard I'm working out, how hard I'm not working out, if I need to up the intensity, if I need to do a little bit more, then I know. I also know if I have a cold. So if you're not working out, you're not doing much, and your resting heart rate is elevated, something's up. So if your heart rate is up and you're like, you don't understand why, it's usually best to go give the doctor a call and go visit him and let him know that your heart rate's up. That usually indicates that your heart's working a little harder because it's trying to fight off something. Maybe there's an infection, maybe there's a cold brewing, whatever it is. But I love to keep track of my heart rate. Two more apps that I love also. Citymapper. Because I work in downtown New York City and I live in New Jersey. Citymapper is great because we've got public transportation all around here. We've got buses, trains. So I plugged in my home address and my work address. And if I need to leave my apartment at a certain time, I can actually plan out what route I'm gonna take. And there's multiple routes. Excuse me. There's multiple routes to take between walking to the train station, taking the train to the PATH station, taking the PATH into World Trade, or taking a bus into Midtown, New York City, and then going from Midtown to downtown. So Citymapper is a very useful app for me when I'm commuting and I'm going back and forth, or you know, it's lunchtime at work and I want to get somewhere because I want to go grab something to eat. So that is a great app. I like that one a lot. And it has Apple Watch notifications, which are great. So I don't even have to pull out the phone. I got it right there on my watch. Steps, S-T-E-P-Z. So Steps is like a pedometer, and it basically keeps track of how many steps you do a day. So I try to aim for 10,000 steps a day since giving birth 3 weeks ago, and since I'm not really allowed to work out hard and I'm not allowed to do anything strenuous, I don't meet the 10,000 steps per day, and I don't worry about it. So I try to get at least 5,000, 4,000 steps in per day, and then I increase it gradually. And then within a few weeks, I'll be able to, he's still sleeping, I love it. I will be able to up the amount of steps that I do per day. So those are the 6 apps that I love, and the reason why I love my Apple Watch. So those are a whole bunch of apps that I use. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a requested video, and I don't mind requests at all. If you have any pregnancy questions, anything you want me to answer, I am an older mom, so I'm 40 years old, and you know, there's no topic on pregnancy that, you know, I wouldn't be willing to talk about. There's no TMI or anything like that. So if you do have any questions or have a video request, feel free to leave a comment below or ask a question. All right, guys? All right, well, my postpartum 3-week update is coming up on Friday, and I will talk to you guys then, okay? Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.